Welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a one-page layout using the Where To Next collection from Vicki Boutin. I am actually going to be documenting a picture from the softball tournament I went to last year. However, they had this beautiful sand sculpture with the name of the tournament, and so it has more of like a beachy tropical feel, and so that's why I kind of chose this collection. I thought the palm fronds paper was perfect, so I kind of go with that color scheme, at least with my papers. So I do have the project pad, and so that's how I got that solid colored paper. That was just out of the project pad. Trying to use up some scraps here. So that kind of plaid paper was scraps, and so I just cut it into two different strips to make it look layered. I had this part of a circle left over. I thought about using that, but decided instead to use what was left of that paper, I guess, as a layering piece from top to bottom. So again, just trying to use up scraps and whatnot. I do go kind of stray away from that color scheme when I embellish. But again, just wanted to bring in that fun tropical vibe, and loved that bright pink floral piece. I ended up cutting one of the tags out, again, with that same kind of color scheme, just to document a little bit. I'm not sure if I have a layout. Actually, I did end up adding those journaling strips to that softball layout I did this month. If you haven't checked that out, I will link that up above, so definitely check that one out. That was a fun one, with a picture of a very kind of crazy, excited face of mine. So that was just, yeah, a fun one to put together. And I just decided that same day I did, I think, 3 layouts, and this was another one. So it was just kind of fun to work with that, those photos from that vacation. So I decided to kind of stick with that layout design, I guess. So I am committing to that. Those pictures just stuck to my tape gun when I brought it over. Those are, I think, some more softball photos. I don't think that's even the ones I'm using for this layout. So sneak peek of some more photos. I did decide to dovetail the lime green paper here. That is going to kind of be the base, I guess, for my photo. I did end up seeing, I think the chipboard pieces must have been kind of on my desk, and I saw that giant film strip, and I thought, ooh, that would be a great layering piece as well. So I did end up adding that to the left of my photo, and then kind of embellished on top of that. I liked how that brought some black in. The background has that black base, but you don't see much black anywhere else. And so I do like how that brought that black in there as well. I was going through some embellishments in my drawer and found this pack from Felicity Jane that had one lonely embellishment left that says happy. And so it was sort of the color scheme of this layout. So I set out to finish off that pack and just had to kind of figure out where I wanted to place it. So you can see I am committing to everything that I've shown you so far. I did have to pop up just half of that photo on foam tape. That chipboard piece is just so thick that if I wanted my photo to lay flat, the right hand side needed to have some foam tape behind it. So I did commit to that, and then I'm going to end up kind of adding the tag back in there as well, trimming that off. And sometimes with tags, I don't always punch out the hole in it, and sometimes I will actually just add an enamel dot or an embellishment. But this one here, I actually had some like lime green twine, and so I decided to cut the hole out and add that twine there, and then add those sunglasses. That was actually still popped up on foam tape. I thought I was going to use that on a different layout, those sunglasses. And luckily I hadn't, taken the backing off of the tape yet. And so I just stored those sunglasses with the foam tape and decided this was the perfect layout for that. So those are popped up. The Happy is that piece from the Felicity Jane pack I wanted to use up. And then I decided to keep with, the bright colors with my title, and I liked the title. I think it's off the chipboard, The Happy Life, and part of it, that Y, the tape had ripped off part of the chipboard piece, so I had to add my own tape, which I probably should have added my own tape to the rest of the letters. Hopefully they will stick, but I have found that sometimes my chipboard pieces end up at the bottom of my layouts after a while being stored. So we'll see. I did find these cute tickets that I thought would be great layering pieces for the layout, so I am going to kind of play around with them. I am going to use the one at the top, and then I do think I sneak a second one in the right-hand cluster. So I just felt like the bottom cluster needed some more embellishments. And so I am kind of playing around with those tickets down there. Decided to use the pink one because the other color was just too similar to that circular Happy piece. So I am going to sneak the green one up in the top cluster, that bright yellow kind of greenery there. Foliage, I don't know, I call everything greenery. I'm going to sneak that up as well. I like how that kind of brings that cluster up further, kind of rounds that up. Not that there's an umbrella, but I just thought that was really cute on that cluster on the right. So I am going to end up adding that umbrella to the right-hand cluster. This little sticker says weekend plans, and that was perfect too because this was just a quick weekend trip there. So really just trying to find pieces that are fun, colorful, kind of go with the whole weekend tropical vibe, and just adding them to these two clusters. There were these little chipboard circular pieces that a couple of the sayings worked out good, and so I did add those to each cluster. I don't know, I just really had fun with this one. I love all of the options Vicki Boutin gives you in her collections, and it's just really fun to kind of play with it and make the larger embellishments when I guess it's appropriate on the layouts. And with this one, I felt like I could just keep adding things to the two embellishments, and it worked out. But I will definitely link the Where To Next collection down below for you if you are interested. But I hope you guys enjoyed this layout, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.